the result in the main event affect that at all?
It didn't affect us. It didn't affect
the promoters.
No, it didn't affect the way that we look at him.
Sure.
I'm sure Devin.
I still want to see the fight. I think the fight is still like its own story.
Right.
It would be nicer if Ryan was coming off a win, but I still want to see the fight just as much as any other fight out there right now. I was just wondering if you had any sense of whether Turkey and the promoters still want to put on the fight. Do they feel like it's been devalued because Ryan lost?
You know what? I agreed to the fight. So I can't back out of it. You know what I mean? I think they've already done promotion for the fight leading up to it. That's Rolly Romero went on record for saying, well, you guys are already promoting. So Devin has spent time in promoting that fight. We've spent time in negotiating that fight and for all intent purposes, we believe that that's the next fight.
Okay, and that would be October, like mid-October or so?
Yes.
In Riyadh?
Mid-October in Riyadh.
You like that? Do you prefer it being there as opposed to in America, or would you rather it?
It's a dream of us, as a family, as a team, to fight over there. You know what I mean? Of course, we fought in Australia a couple of times, and we know that one of the places that's on our bucket list, our true bucket list, is the fight in the Middle East.
All right, let's talk heavy. So I put the audio before it. Seemed like Bill Haney and Devin Haney are still going to fight Ryan Garcia, according to Bill. Sound like the fight's still on. We haven't heard from Turkey Al-Rashid. He said, they basically have been doing a promo, and to their knowledge, that was Bill on saying to their knowledge, they feel that, the fight is still on. They still going to fight mid-October. They signed up for it. So they're not going to bag out. I mean, usually it's a clause in there if he loses, okay, to fight off, or so maybe they still try to do the fight now. I remember I shared this to my boy in Houston. I'm like, yo, what you think? He like, what you think? I'm like, I think it's stupid for them to go fight Ryan. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion at this point. I know they want to get, revenge back legally, and that's cool. But I think, maybe you need to let them build itself back up. Y'all build each other back up. Devin didn't look good in his last performance. A lot of people said he backed smart to protect the bag. I mean, it is what it is. They ain't take no chances. So, a lot of boxers appreciated it. He both fought smart. So from a boxer's perspective, you're going to get 30 M's to fight Ryan Garcia. You're going to protect it. My opinion is, I feel like you got a duty to the people to help you get that 30 million too. You heard what Shane said. Shane was like, his daddy said and told him to do that. His daddy told him to do it. So at the end of the day, he the head trainer. He know what's best. That's why you pay him the big bucks. Hey, guess what? They won. Had they lost, people would have been saying, hey, man, he should have been sticking and moving and grooving. But, them still want to do the Ryan Garcia fight to fight. The question is Ryan Garcia still want to do the fight? Bigger question is, do Turkey still want to do the fight? Or do he want to say, you know what? Let's get y'all on the card together again. See if Ryan can get in there with somebody that he can beat and then, cool. Cool. But in my humble opinion, I mean, what's your other endeavors? What's your other, not endeavors, but what's your other options? What's your other goals? Rolly don't want to fight you, so that's off the table. He trying to go after Pacquiao. T.O., if you T.O., it's the best time. Let Boost tune up. His mandatory. Let him do his mandatory thing. And then you turn around and do you fight Devin, and, once he's done with the mandatory or done with Norman or both, then, Boots and T.O. can fight next year in a nice fight in New York City or something like that. So, but maybe Devin a little bit too risky for T.O. to mess up that bag, And at the end of the day, Devin hasn't really fought at 47. He fought at 44, so maybe they can get it popping at welterweight. So, I don't know. But, I would let Ryan soak and drown in his own misery and drown in his own tears. That would be my thing. I would let Ryan drown in his own tears. So that's just my thing. But it's big business. If they're going to pay me $30 million still to fight Ryan, maybe they prorate Ryan bag or they prorate Ryan they bags because of their performances. Maybe it go down to 15 a piece, 20 a piece. You know, where you getting that from? So, of course, if they got me lined up to make 30 M's, even if I do lose to Ryan again, guess what? I done walked away with 30 M's. You know, if I beat them, then maybe maybe I don't get to make another 30 M's in the trilogy, but hey, fuck it. We made big bucks. So from a financial, that's how Haney's look at everything, as a monetary standpoint. They're businessmen. But I say this all the time when talking about, you know, pro sports ownership. The lines of business and the actual sport, they don't always run parallel. They don't always run parallel. That's what people need to understand. It does not always run parallel. Just because it makes sense financially, it may not make sense boxing-wise. Just as it may make sense boxing-wise, but it may not make sense financially. So what you got to understand is, you know, what's financially best ain't always what's boxing best. And they say it all the time. What's always so best for boxing ain't always what's best financially. And they live by that. Even to make all the sense in the world, you know, this nigga doing that. I gotta fuck that. They just be doing the perfect speed, not to let you over. Yes, stop going slow in the middle lane. If you're gonna be going slow with a trailer on you, get to the far right. Jesus, man. But so they say it all the time. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Remember, Ellerby used to always say that. Shout out to DJ Quick. And they never cared about the sport of boxing. And look where it's at now. Everybody at the mercy of Turkey Al-Sheikh, and now they want to click up like it's gonna save you. It ain't gonna save you. That's not gonna save you. It's too late to click up. It's too late. You can't stop the rain when it starts. It's too late. It's already started raining. It's already started raining, so it ain't too much you can do about it. So, I mean, like I continue to say, when you look at that landscape of boxing, everybody chased the bag and they chased the fans away. If you fought the best and you really are as good as y'all say y'all are, guess what? Things will fall into place. Things will fall into place. It's as simple as that. But from a monetary standpoint, if I make 30 M's, hell yeah, I'm fighting that nigga, man. Hell yeah, I'm fighting him. I get an opportunity to fight him and make him pay. Only thing for Devin is Devin can't operate on emotion. Last time he got emotional. And he have an identity crisis too. He has a big identity crisis in his game. He tried to mesh what Shane was saying to what Bill was saying. You know, he trying to stick and move, but also when he do stick, he trying to load up and trying to land that one-hitter quitter. Devin need to figure out, I'm not a puncher. I'm a very, very gifted athlete. Let me punch the score. Let me punch with my speed. You know what I'm saying? Let me use my speed to counter punch and to lead and to hit and don't get hit. Let me defend. Let me counter and get back on the offense. That's what you need to be doing. And when I counter with my offense, instead of loading up with one big shot, let me throw 2 or 3 shots. Like Mayweather Sr. told me to throw in combination. Let me work up and down. When you're not a puncher, there's a way to work around that. Score. Touch the body. Score. Counter punch. You know what I'm saying? You need to figure out, I need to hit, I need to just land. Don't try to land and knock somebody out. Most knockouts don't even come when you're trying to knock somebody out. It just come when you throw the punch correctly, you turn it over the right way. I'm him. I'm working on conditioning. I'm working on combination punching. I'm working everything off my jab. I'm working on rolling it and bringing it back, countering and bringing. That's what I'm working on. I'm trying to work with whatever God gave me. Speed, height, strength, range, reflexes. That's what I'm working off of. IQ. I'm not trying to work with something he didn't give me, a big power punch. No. So once he figured that aspect of it out, he fight within himself and try to don't do more than what you are. Try to do more than what you can, what you're supposed to be doing. Be all right. Does it mean that Ryan not dangerous in a rematch? Very dangerous. Still dangerous. Rolly had that power to make him tentative. But going into a Devin fight, it's like, okay, if I lose this fight, that's really confirms that I'm a fraud and I'm a cheat. And you are. A lot of people tell themselves a lie. And they start to believe a lie. No, you're a cheat. But if you win that Devin fight, people gonna forget. So, he should take a little vacation and try to be in the best shape possible for October. Whatever they need to work on, whether it's shooting it. I feel like Bill was getting, not Bill, but Derek was giving him great advice. Derek was telling him what to do. Just didn't have the confidence to pull the trigger. And when you don't trust in your conditioning, in a basketball and football, you can buy some time. But in boxing, if fatigue, gets the best of you, you can be knocked out. You can lose a fight. You can get injured. Real talk. So they said they still going for it. I ain't mad at it. You get all that money. That's life-changing money right there. And you get opportunity to put hands, foot, and toes on a guy that cheated you. It's a good deal. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me everywhere from X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.